Yeah, certainly a good spot. Usually, especially the top order batter loves it full in their arc rather than back of the length. Certain reasons, Imon, possibly with his jerking of the arm before he strikes the balls 2 times. Maybe a reason, possibly with his jerking of strain for opening the arm before he strikes the balls 2 times.
Against the couple here, but the outfield looks like it would give you full value.
The balls 2 times.
Against the couple here, but the outfield looks like it would give you full value.
The balls 2 times.
Against the couple here, but the outfield looks like it would give you full value. Against the couple here, but the outfield looks like it would give you full value. Against the couple here, but the outfield looks like it would give you full value. Against the couple here, but the outfield looks like it would give you full value. Against the couple here, but the outfield looks like it would give you full value. Against the couple here, but the outfield looks like it would give you full value. Against the couple here, but the outfield looks like it would give you full value. Against the couple here, but the outfield looks like it would give you full value. Against the couple here, but the outfield looks like it would give you full value. Against the couple here, but the outfield looks like it would give you full value. Against the couple here, but the outfield looks like it would give you full value. Against the couple here. Last over of the power play, and as of now, nothing in it. Sri Lanka will say runs on the board, always crucial. Last over of the power play, and as of now, nothing in it. Asitha Fernando changes in. Sri Lanka will say runs on the board, always crucial. Last over of the power play, and as of now, nothing in it. Asitha Fernando changes in. Sri Lanka will say runs on the board, always crucial. Last over of the power play, and as of now, nothing in it. Asitha Fernando changes in. Sri Lanka will say runs on the board, always crucial. Last over of the power play, and as of now, nothing in it. Asitha Fernando changes in. Sri Lanka will say runs on the board, always crucial. Last over of the power play, and as of now, nothing in it. Asitha Fernando changes in. Sri Lanka will say runs on the board.
Last ball that he bowled in his last bit took outside edge with the second slip in place. I reckon Nishan Madhuska is at the moment is but 1.5 slip, coming closer to the wicket keeper. Trying to push it up, Asitha Fernando, try and see if there's any movement away from the right hand or from the opposite end. Both the deliveries, it's going with the angle. No swing available now.
Four spinning options for Sri Lanka. And looking at the days leading up to the ODI, no dew. Even at 10:30 PM in the evening, there was hardly any dew, which would mean that the Sri Lankan spinners will be confident of taking the pace off as the evening goes on. It's not a slower one into the pitch. It's just lobbed over.
It looks like just 105.4 kilometers per hour. A particular bouncer by Asitha Fernando, keeping the batsman honest, but with a slow ball bouncer, I just thought it was a waste of a delivery. Want to be aggressive, give it the effort in. This occasion was the off cutter into the pitch, and rightly so, called by wide by the umpires.
He stands right across the stumps. Imon. And Asitha Fernando, well, the way he's bowling in Fuller, I think that's a little dangerous because can hit him on the pads. Ball's not moving as much now, and Iman's problem is his head falls across. That means he's going to be playing over his pad, which I think Asita Fernando would prefer. He's very strong through the offside, but that straighter delivery, probably a sitting duck with where he starts on off stump.
Yeah, surely Asita will fancy his chances, but I think rather than bowling it fuller, hit the deck on a good length, just like that, probably a little bit fuller, and try and hit the pad back of the length, rather than going fuller. Yes, the field has set for the particular delivery, which is to bowl straight as possible, fuller with a long on in place, deep square leg in place. But the best chance to get Iman out with this field would be back of the length, try and aim the knee of the batter. That will be my game plan if I'm the bowler.
Two more deliveries in the power play, and Sri Lanka will have a little bit more of a cushion and they can spread the field a bit more. Very good from Asita Fernando. I don't think he's searching for the wicket now like he did in his first 3 overs. This is more about getting to that 10th over.
Yeah, correct. Just want to finish off the 10th over and possibly afterwards think of wicket taking options. That has been the game plan ever since Dushmanthas. Now he finished his spell. Mahesh Theekshana was bought in more of a containment mentality rather than attacking. Yeah, after 10 overs, probably a couple of overs of Janit Trinigate just to see if there's anything, or else get well Lalage from where on in. A lot of options for Charita Sri Lanka, something we have to keep a close eyes on what sort of attack it's going to be.
Bottom edge, bounce in front of Mendes. So that ends the power play. Bangladesh are 55 for 2.
इंग्लैंड टीम करेगी हिसाब बराबर या हमारी विमेन इन ब्लू का होगा सीरीज पर कब्जा? ये फैसला इस मैच में होगा.
There's still a series on the line.
देखिए इंग्लैंड विमेन वर्सेस इंडिया विमेन 4th T20I कल रात 11 बजे से लाइव सिर्फ सोनी स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क और सोनी लिव पर. इंग्लैंड वर्सेस इंडिया 3rd टेस्ट 10 जुलाई दोपहर 2:30 बजे से सोनी स्पोर्ट्स के टीवी चैनल्स पर.
Well, the run rate in power play 1, 55 today, and that's Bangladesh's lowest score in the series in the first 10 overs.
Coming round the wicket to Iman, Mahesh Theekshana. 4 fielders outside the circle. Was at sweeper cover, long off, long on, and deep square leg in front of square.
Goes across the stumps. Theekshana saw that.
Predominantly in the 2.2 overs, Mahesh Theekshana has bowled, mostly has been current ball. And this occasion he goes for the right arm off spinner. Good seam position. Pace is above 100 kilometers per hour. Again, it was full. Just the length you spoke about, Russ.
Bowling from way wide of the crease, Theekshana. Brilliant fielding. Coming the Mendes, that was stuck out the right mid.
Yeah, good energy by Kamidu. If he had missed the extra cover fielder, should have been a couple of runs there. Excellent commitment.
Builds on the dots. That's what you need to do. And the pressure builds. The batter will look for shots that aren't there, because he's trying to get off strike. He's trying to score runs.
Missed the full length again. Any other classical left-hand batter or a right-hander in that length, with that pace, would have creamed through extra cover. Come on. He spoke a couple of overs before Russell. Missed another half volley.
Oh, yes, boy.
5 dots. Real good from Theekshana. The ball not really gripping for him. But you're working the batter out by giving him nothing. He'll be looking up at the scoreboard. He'll be thinking about the required run rate.
Big shot coming, Maya. Come on, big shot coming.
There you go. Mendes saying, big shot coming.
Oh, yes, boy. Oh, yes.
Another dot, a maiden over. 55 for 2 after 11.
1, 2, 3.
Sony Sports 10-4 is now dedicated to you in your language, Tamil and Telugu from 10th July.
They have flirted with glory. It has been a roller coaster of emotion.
To subscribe, call your cable operator or DTH provider now.
A wonderful 100 from Kusal Mendes has led Sri Lanka to 85 for 7, and now that looks a long way away for Bangladesh, who lost 2 early wickets.
Pretty late for a stroke. Take a look at where the ball was trying to make contact. Almost near his eye level. Should have been ideal in front of the pads. As suspected, Dunitwa Lal into the attack.
Just the 1 over from Asitha Fernando for in his second spell. Gets Sri Lanka to the 10th over, and then the spinners come in. Maximum of 4 fielders allowed and straight away utilised. Choose the call. Rido is quick.
Dunitwa Lalage up at Kettarami at Premadasa in the second ODI. Dominant ball at the arm delivery. Hardly turned anything against the right-hander. To be some effort, underlights in a good pitch, Pallakale. Get 1 or 2 to turn to create the doubt. That's something that I'm sure that he'll keep in mind to create the doubt, try and hit the front pad of Rido, who usually plays the left arm spin pretty well. The game plan against him on will be quite different.
Batting wise, not a lot remaining for Bangladesh. Mehdi Hassan Miraj comes in at 5, usually very good at number 7, 8. In Jafar Ali, Shamin Hussain Patwari. Oh, good one, came back in. That was quicker from Velalage.
Yeah, 96.2. I seen position skidding on. Rido trying to open up the gap between cover point and extra cover and almost chopped it onto his own stumps. Again, drift. Good start by Velalage, just the 2 runs from that over. 57 for 2.
There and thereabouts after 12 overs. Tikshana 3 overs, none for 6, and Hasaranga introduced very early. Last 3 overs, Bangladesh have scored only 6 runs. Now Hasaranga dismissed Imon in the previous game. Swept well. But that'll spin right round to Chamira. Do you think he's brought in to just get his overs done, protect him?
It'll be interesting to see how much effort he can put in. Hamstring injuries can be almost like pricking with a needle. Looks like that's his back foot as well. Has to give him the stability, and most of the time I reckon in this server he's trying to skid on, probably bowl 2-3 overs to see if they anything that possible out of this pitch. As they say, Russell, always be wary of the wounded soldier. You never know.
Well, in the last year or so, I've seen him bowl on one leg on many occasions. Injuries have not been his friend. This is what happened. That's the fastest he's ever run, I believe, and then he's gone. Struggling after.
The same hamstring has been bothering him for a lot. Back foot, don't think he's trying to land it as hard as he can. He's just bowling with the upper body rather than putting it effort from the entire body. Understandably, you need to have stability while you land from the back foot. So this is where he'll be tested. But I think Charith Asalanka, the think tank, the management would like to push Wanindu Hasaranga and see 2-3 overs if he can make an impact. If not, make a call later on.
Was that last shot, was it off the bottom of the bat? Because he was trying to sweep towards square leg. Ball ended up going to mid-wicket.
Yeah, all these deliveries are skidding on to the batter.
Required rate, just script over 6. He's looking to sweep everything. That's what Imon is doing against Hasaranga. Not really sure he's picking the wrong end or what Hasaranga's bowling.
Oh, yes, boy.
61 for 2. Five bowlers used. We've seen Lanka's leading spinners into the attack. Asalanka also bowls a lot more since he's been captain. And he's been very effective too, I must say. Picked up many wickets, vital wickets. So we will see him at some stage.
Left-hand, right-hand combination in the middle for Bangladesh. Spinners will probably find a little harder to adjust to. If I'm in the think tank of Bangladesh, I would love to continue with the right-hand, left-hand combination with Chakar Ali, Mehdi Hasan Miraj and Patwari. The rest of next 3 batters to come in. Left-hander gets in, I'll probably get Shamim Hussain. Or in case if the right-hander gets out next, I'll probably get the captain. Keep the left-hand, right-hand combination going, especially in the middle overs against spinners.
He goes big. Mid-wicket, gets around and takes it. Nishan Madhuskar judges that to perfection. The runs were drying up. And hence the big shot comes out.
It was coming, wasn't it? Last 30 deliveries, only 14 runs. And on the 31st, there was a wicket. Imon was quiet for a little while. He was tested with some good spin bowling. And then there was time to break the shackles. Going with the turn, the right option. But the execution was poor. And Tawwir Rido, he cannot believe what his partner has done. And a good catch at deep mid-wicket by Nishan Madhuskar. Parvez Hussain Imon gone for 28. Bangladesh 62 for 3.
Sony Sports Network presents Sports Ka Blockbuster Season.
जी हाँ, तेज तर्रार क्रिकेट के लिए हो जाइए तैयार.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Harry Kane.
Sony Sports Network mode. Sony Sports Network mode.
It's the captain who's come out, Mehdi Hasan Miraj. been at 5 through the series. Mehdi Hasan Miraj at 5 would tell me that the batting is a little thin. He's been very useful in the past. I'm not so sure. It's at 5. I haven't seen enough, let me tell you that. Well, Alaga's got a wicket.
Right option, going with the turn. But the question has to be asked, was that necessary? That was possibly tempted, forced by good bowling previously to that. 5 overs, only 14 runs. And all of a sudden, the big shot comes out. Looks like, well, Lalage will continue from the far end, the 2 right-handers in. From the other end, a bit tempted to bring one of the fast bowlers. Remember last game, he was bounced out by Dushman Chamira.
Oh, he gets off the mark. 0 and 9 have been Mehdi Hasan Miraj's contributions at number 5 this series.
Just looking at the field and trying to figure out if any of the fast bowlers warming up. Doesn't look like Dushman Chamira or Asita Fernando.
Do they need to? In this heat, they've been bowling 4 over spells. 60.
सोनी स्पोर्ट्स के टीवी चैनल्स पर हमारी नई टीम इंडिया।
तूने किए क्या क्या जुल्म, तुझको भी ना छोड़ेंगे हम कसम।
कसम से इस बार ग्राउंड उनका होगा, लेकिन जीत हमारी होगी।
इंग्लैंड वर्सेस इंडिया 3rd टेस्ट 10 जुलाई दोपहर 2:30 बजे से सोनी स्पोर्ट्स के टीवी चैनल्स पर।
64 for 3. Sri Lanka will be pleased with their progress and extremely pleased that Vanidhu Hasaranga is on the field and is bowling. There was an element of doubt when he tried to take that run. He started limping. There were question marks as to whether it was a hamstring tear or a strain, but he seemed to have put all those doubts to rest, and he's bowling here. And he's certainly so important, Amir.
Well, let me tell you, he's the most dangerous. Once he's struggling with his fitness, when he's hurt physically. Well read on that occasion. Yeah, plenty of positives for Sri Lankan team in this match already, but for me, the biggest positive is the usage of new ball. Wow, it was a treat. Both the fast bowlers, they were using the new cherry to some effect. They were swinging the ball in the air, deviation of the surface, swinging ball either side. Asked too many questions from the batters. That is a good news for Sri Lankan cricket.
Just to add to that, it's always nice to see Chami running in and bowling at full steam, bowling with a bit of extra pace. Then Asita Fernando also had really cranked his pace up a few notches, because if you remember during the test matches, his pace was down, it was more control, but now he's in his familiar territory, the mid 130s to the high 130s.
Yeah, started to hold his own. No, at times when fast bowlers are playing, Sri Lanka, they're not up to the job, up to the task. End of a good over, decent over, 66 for 3.
The media wrote about the Indian team. We were called dull dog.
You go after one of our guys, all 11 are going to come right back at them.
Brilliant from India. What a beauty. Boom, 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 boom.
Perfect start for India.
To subscribe, call your cable operator or DTH provider now.
See, we spoke about the pace. Of course, the average pace gets calculated when you consider the slower deliveries also.
Yeah, to finish the point, when Sri Lankan fast bowlers are bowling in a test match, they go through the motions rather than bowling with the belief that, yes, they can create a difference. That's well fetched. From outside the off stump, gets a boundary. First boundary after 43 deliveries. Tells you the struggle of these batters.
Yeah, that's been long time waiting. Sri Lankans have looked to strangle them. That was bowled slower and bowled wider. So he fetched it from outside the off stump. It was a well-executed shot. Again another one, again bowled slower and beautifully judged and beautifully executed. Bowled deliberately slower and wider on the off stump.
He's up for the job, captain. Whenever he sees a bit of flight and the ball pitched outside the off stump, he's ready to tonk the ball towards mid-wicket, the vacant area, and force the captain to place a deep mid-wicket, and that will force the bowler to start darting the ball in.
Adi has been short of runs. That's outside the line. This is his best score, but just let's keep an eye on. One was higher, the other one was lower. Into the over. 74 for 3.
एंडरसन तेंदुलकर ट्रॉफी का ये दूसरा मुकाबला। एक और अर्धशतक यहाँ यशस्वी जायसवाल के नाम। ये पहले भारतीय कप्तान जिन्होंने इंग्लैंड में जड़ दिया है दोहरा शतक, बर्मिंघम के सिंघम।
और इसी के साथ मोहम्मद सिराज के 6।
1650 ऋषभ पंत के बल्ले से बेबाक बेखौफ ऋषभ पंत। तलवार निकली रविंद्र जाडेजा की। एक ही टेस्ट मैच में दोहरा शतक और शतक लगाने वाले आकाशदीप 10 विकेट इस मुकाबले में। एक बार फिर मिसाल पेश करते हुए अपनी टीम के लिए रोमांच जो है वो अभी भी बना हुआ है। यहाँ मुकाबला जीत लिया यहाँ भारत ने और रच दिया इतिहास। इस बैट्समैन का गुरूर कर दिया चकनाचूर। गेम भी तुम्हारा, ग्राउंड भी तुम्हारा, पर जीत हमारी होगी।
थर्ड टेस्ट गुरुवार 10 जुलाई सिर्फ सोनी स्पोर्ट्स के चैनल्स पर। सोनी स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क प्रेजेंट्स फुटबॉल का ब्लॉकबस्टर सीजन।
Look at the celebration.
Northeast United have been crowned champions. Sony Sports Network.
इंग्लैंड टीम करेगी हिसाब बराबर या हमारी विमेन इन ब्लू का होगा सीरीज पर कब्जा? ये फैसला इस मैच में होगा।
There's still a series on the line.
देखिए इंग्लैंड विमेन वर्सेस इंडिया विमेन 4th T20I कल रात 11 बजे से लाइव सिर्फ सोनी स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क और सोनी लिव पर।
एक ही टेस्ट मैच में दोहरा शतक और शतक लगाने वाले।
Hold it, wait, thinking they're taking a bait. Looks like they're top of the chain, but guess who is coming to play?
स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टेटमेंट है ये शुभमन गिल का। इन द स्टैंड्स, खूबसूरत ड्राइव शुभमन गिल के बल्ले से।
Call up the people and tell them I'm back.
You join a very, very small club. Club only one other Indian inhabits. He's standing here beside me and applauding.
Yes, what a fabulous innings from a fabulous young player.
England versus India, third test, Thursday, 10th July, 2:30 p.m. Watch it on TV channels of Sony Sports.
$74 for 3, Bangladesh. They've lost 3 wickets and a little bit too early. The opening partnership did not prosper. Asita Fernando striking with the wicket of Tansed. And this was wicket number 1.
Exceptional usage of the new ball. Their balance, exposing the stumps. He was beaten by the pace and also inward movement. Played the wrong line. And then the spinner chipping in with the wicket. Bilal again.
I thought that was unnecessary. He was looking to go over the top, found the fielder. But the wicket of Shanto, that was sheer pace. It went between bat and body. And Shanto was definitely done by that extra bit of pace, as you said. Came back just that little fraction back into the right-hander. Or back into the left-hander, I beg your pardon. Hasaranga continues. He's got that long on out and long off out.
Yeah, Bangladeshi batters really struggled to pick Hasaranga during the first ODI. Played at Premadasa Stadium, Colombo. But now, beginning of field, they have a hang of Hasaranga's bowling. That's nice. Nicely driven into the gap. And that's third boundary from the bat of Bangladeshi captain Mehdi Hassan.
Yeah, he's starting to mean business here. That's the wrong one. Little bit over. And look at how he leans into it. Saw it and went through a cover. Big gap on the offside.
Yeah, full stride in. And no hold.
One thing about Hasaranga is I don't think he's 100%. You could see that he's got a slight lip. He's not moving as easily and freely as one would like him to do. Just concerned whether this spell can aggravate his situation and not allow him to play in the T20s.
He's a fighter, isn't he?
Yeah, Sri Lanka will be hoping, because that's his speciality. He does well in the 50 overs, but he's created that position for himself in the T20 format. Another single, 7 runs off the over, 1 for 3. Well, the two worms at the moment hugging each other, but if you look at the end of that Sri Lankan worm, those clusters of dots really stem that flow. Sri Lanka at one stage was looking at around 300 plus, but Bangladesh did a fabulous job in the last 10 overs, reining in again and just making sure that they had Sri Lanka at a manageable score. He's back, Chamira, ball with good pace. 1 for 26, provides that cutting edge in pace. And he is hitting that bat hard.
And he has bowled with a lot of control. He's been consistently clocking around 142. And with that pace, to be able to land the ball consistently on a good length, it tells you that he's growing in confidence. Never easy when you're making a comeback.
Tawhid Ridoy, that's another player with Immense potential, Kadesh. Oh, well done. Very good fielding at cover. That is outstanding work. So important. Kamidu Mendes.
Fielding during the test matches was questionable, but in ODI series, it has lifted. See fielders putting much more effort. Invented quite a few things. Catching has been brilliant. Remember that Eliana Gay catch? Was stunning.
That's right. The fielding has been very sharp in the one-day series. The throwing has been doing good. Catching has been outstanding. Some stunning catches, effecting runouts. So that has been also helpful for Sri Lanka. And they've turned up in their numbers. I must say, for a working day, for a weekday, it's a good crowd in Pallekele, and they're very faithful.